Hello, junk journaling friends. Welcome to a huge thrift haul. The first is a vintage primary writing paper pad. Then we have some vintage wrapping paper still in the package. Also white paper treat bags. Then some Halloween stickers. Then we have vintage lined writing filler paper. It's quite a great old patina. Then note cards with a dragon and unicorn drawing by S.L. Wickham. We have sight word strips, rectangular paper doilies, and a scrapbook with someone's line drawing, which could be interesting. But I got it really for that vintage paper. Then we have some vintage beads, and I'll use these for junk journal tassels. Large gardening book from Reader's Digest. And now I found a lot of 12 books of the series The Value of Blank. They're value tale books. I had The Value of Helping as a child, and these illustrations are bright and somewhat cartoony with the big eyes. So comment below if you would like these made into a junk journal, or if you think they're not your style. But I really love these books. I had one, and then my brothers had one. So a lot of these I haven't seen before, so I thought this was really interesting, and it's kind of a personal memory for me. I was super excited to have these, and a lot of them were only 50 cents and then 25% off that because I went on a Tuesday. Some of our thrift stores have big sales on Tuesday. And now we have the Children's Literary Treasure Book. It's a really thick book, lots of pages. This is going to be really great for filling junk journals. I'll have lots of more paper. I feel like I kind of had been running out because I've been making those 6 extra large junk journals. And this is a huge find. And I mean that literally and figuratively. They're actually 19 by 14 inches large. They're teacher read aloud books, The Old Oak Tree and Turnips for Dinner. Originally they were $21 each, and that was just not what I was going to spend. I've been eyeing these books for months every time I went to this particular antique mall. I happened to be walking by while the owner was there, and she saw me looking at them, and she said, "You know what? I'm going to give you a deal with these." And she said, 2 for $5. And I'm like, 2 for $5? And she said, yes. And so it was a huge deal, huge books. I'm super excited about those. Now this book is Read to Me, Grandma, another really thick book with lots of bright pictures. Here is the Kate Greenaway collection. Just a gorgeous, beautiful book. Look at that apple frame illustration going around each page. So gorgeous. I love the illustrations. It's going to be fun. Next, we have A Nose for Trouble. It's a golden fragrance book. So at one time, it probably had scratch and sniff stickers or something like that. But right now, it only smells like a beautiful old book. It's already ripping out, so I'm going to have no trouble adding these to junk journals. I found a stationery set that's been unopened with a water theme. And then I ordered some new wallpaper samples that I thought were bright and cheery and would go great in a junk journal. And then I found an unopened value pack of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. They're neutral colors, so that's perfect. And then I decided to get a couple Reader's Digest books for the covers. I thought they were really pretty, and I'm excited about these little books turning into junk journals. Seemed to be on a roll with the stationery paper, so I found some Peanuts unopened Christmas stationery paper, and then I found some blank checks, and this little package it's a notebook with a pig on it. Let me open it and show you. And these striped envelopes. This was a funny set. I don't know if I'm keen on the pig, but it was so random and so different that I had to get it. He's kind of cute. So that might go in a junk journal. Next up is Jenkins' Art Workshop book. It teaches you how to paint like Katherine Jenkins, and it even came with the previous owner's templates. Next is one of many piano music books. I'm really excited to have more music paper. It's always great in a junk journal. And then this book, A Walk by the Seashore. I'm thinking I'm collecting a lot of ocean and water books. Maybe I'll make kind of a theme with the junk journal. And of course, I love library books with the library card holder. And the paper is not glossy, so I like that. And then on Facebook Marketplace, I ordered 2 doilies that I absolutely adore. I think they're so gorgeous. I love the colors. Can't wait to wash those and use them. This yellow one is larger and beautiful. I really love the embroidery on it. I love the yellow dot embroidery all around the edge. I think this is gorgeous. Super excited about these. This next stack of items came in a gardening tray, and the whole bundle was only $15, and I think is perfect for junk journaling, and I'm super excited about this. Way more excited than the mystery bag and packet for junk journaling. So lots of old paper. We first have like kind of a cruise book. This is like more than vintage antique. This is probably vintage, a Lego direction pack. Now we have this little turny thing. Can't think of the name right now. Comment below if you know what kind of turny thing this is. But it's super cute. It's going to look great in a junk journal. Great find. They have an old tiny golden book of Bambi without the back cover. 3 little pigs. Tiny, tiny little elf book. Love the colors of that. Then we have a very old quilt book. Very old. Now this is a cool beekeeper's guide. Might read this. I've always wanted to do beekeeping. My neighbors do beekeeping. Mechanic Illustrated magazine. Not too keen on it, but has a lot of old things in it. A lot of old images. Humpty Dumpty book. Super old. It's going to be super cute. Maybe I'll make some little notebooks out of those tiny books. A very old Pinocchio book. Won't feel bad about taking that cover off. It's very spotted. This is interesting. An old Jack and Jill magazine. Look at that cute puppy. Lots of cool illustrations. The paper will definitely be used in a book. And now we have some very, very brittle piano paper. I think that came in this book. It's kind of falling apart, but that's okay with me because I'm a junk journaler. This is basically junk, and it will get used for sure. I love the image of the cover. Okay, and then we have a stack of, it looks like sheet music. Let me just cut this open. I can't seem to untie it on film. A sheet music like magazine, and then more sheet music. The Masters of Melody. Is that the same? John Schum. Ave Maria. Look at all these notes when I open it up. Call Me Mister. Shepherd's Dream. Some piano instructions. Oh, look at that picture. Gorgeous cover. It's like a magazine for piano music. Here's another pack of music paper, and I'm going to cut it again. Might as well. I got my scissors out. So the first one is Blue Skies. I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles. Merry Christmas Songbook. Oh, another magazine for musical people. I'm Always Chasing Rainbows. Look at that hairdo. Some sheet music of the 50s. The Bells of St. Mary. Days of Wine and Roses. I'll Walk Alone. Showboat. This looks like another magazine for music people. And there's another one. Sheet music. Laughing on the Outside. Oh, this is the Army bell-bottom trousers. Okay, now this is a Country Life magazine from April 1926. It was originally 50 cents and I bought it for 10. It's like a half an inch of all of these images and advertisements. It's amazing. And the paper quality, the paper is so thick. even though it's old. This is going to be so great. I'm so excited about this magazine and the images and pages in my junk journals. Oh my gosh, this next find I am absolutely blown over by. I found these flashcards. The aged patina gets me, the images gets me. I love the thick chipboard I believe it's made out of. Look at these images. I cannot believe I found this. I feel like this is my find of the year. Super excited to put these in junk journals. So in the antique mall, I braved looking through these notebooks that I hadn't looked before, and I found stationery. I'm super excited. This is from the Roosevelt. This is just like hotel stationery. And then this is some vintage floral stationery. It's so beautiful. I am so excited to use it in your junk journals. Next up, when you thought you'd seen it all, look at this super old My Poetry book. Look at these images. Oh my gosh, the color, the images. I am so stoked to use these in junk journals. Look at that. And here we have a child's book of poems. I have a book just like it with very similar illustrations that I've pretty much used up. So I'm super happy I found a replacement. Oh, look how bright. Look at those beautiful daffodils. Don't you just love it? I found another vintage necklace that I could not leave behind. Look how many strands and how many beads this necklace has. It's a great find. I'm going to be making all kinds of tassels out of it. I scored on my trip and found a booth with a ton of vintage playing cards. There were so many, I wanted to take them all home, but I ended up with my favorite two. I love these floral illustrations. Gorgeous. And last but not least, I finally fulfilled a dream I've been having for quite some time to find vintage milk bottle caps. I found some reasonably priced vintage milk bottle caps, and I brought two of my favorite packages home. I love the images of this. I love the popularity of them right now. That wraps up this thrift store haul. I hope it lived up to your expectations. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the things I got, and I hope you're looking forward to seeing them in your future junk journals. See you later, guys. Bye!